6 years into it, and there's still, fatigue hasn't set in. We're still coming up with cool ways to do. There was a gag coming up in a later episode where in the script it said, oh yeah, Walker is pinned under a truck. And I kind of said, we've done that before, so what if we did something where it was on its side and we cut a hole in the wheel well, we got a contortionist and we wrapped him around the axle and we had like 20 feet of guts and we just keep adding all this stuff to it. And I always love, you have those conversations when you're sitting at like a restaurant and the person next to you, you're like, all right, so we cut a hole and we ripped the leg off and there's guts wrapped around, and then there's this lady at the table next to you going, trying to figure out exactly what we're talking about. But of course, now where we shoot everybody's like, oh yeah, that's Nicotero. That's what they do. That's what they talk about.
How was it for you to go back to the beginning and do the fresh zombies in Fear?
You know, it was kind of hard for me at first because we're so accustomed to going with the 2-year-old, year-and-a-half-old looking Walker. So to go back and sort of look at our zombies, the reference really was Amy from season 1, with just real pale and the contact lenses and just the slight veins and stuff. So, from a prosthetic standpoint, it's not the most challenging, but there's still, that world exists. It still exists on our show. If we have a survivor who's recently turned, they still have to feel like they're in the right world.
You guys come up to the mics if you want to ask some questions.